Well, I don't know about you, but I love going to jumble sales and car boot sales and yard sales to see what bargains I can find to use in my art. And look at this. I found all these, and they're all glass. They're for putting in vases and things for flowers. And I found these beads, and I got them all for just over £2. I think it was about £2.20. And literally, I'm going to be able to do loads of different projects for them. So it's always worth scouring around. Now, these wooden beads, they're on necklaces and things that are no good because the elastic's gone in them. So I'm going to be using these in my resin to see how well it looks. And I'm going to be using them in my two favourite moulds, my frog mould and my lizard mould. Because these are so popular, these ones as well, that it's great to do unique things in them because they stand out and people love them. That's if I don't keep them myself. Fortunately, there's just enough of those beads to fill this lizard mould, which is great. So I can get that one in there. Try not to lose the beads. If I push two of these darker blue ones in there, that might look like eyes. I don't know how that's going to work out. That might not look great, but we will see. And then the rest of these, all I'm going to do is fill this up when I do the resin. When I get my resin mixed up and see how that looks. I want a fairly flat base on this. So I won't need to put too many in. They're all slightly different colours. I think that's going to look amazing. But we don't know until it's made, do we? So I'm going to get mixing my resin up. For this, I'm going to be using the 4-hour Demold by J Diction. And the reason I'm using this one is it's a thicker resin than most of my other resins. So if these little beads want to kind of float up or anything, it is going to help prevent that. Also, it'll be curing 4 hours, so I'll easily be able to show you what it looks like fairly quickly. It's a 1-to-1 mix, it's really easy to use, and it's brilliant. It really is good. So I've got my resin mixed up, and my first job is going to be to mix resin into these beads. Now, these are going to, no doubt, trap bubbles and release bubbles, but I'm not too worried about that because I think if they do, they're going to look quite cute and cool. I'm also going to pour a little bit of resin into the base of this as well. So I've got a good resin contact between the base of this, well, which is the top of this, and the beads. A bit more resin in there and give that a bit of a mix through. And then all I need to do is pop my beads into here and fill this up. So if you didn't want the bubbles and you've got a pressure pot, then you could pop it into a pressure pot and that would get rid of all the bubbles. I'm not going to do that. And these are all different colours, and there's also some little metal washers in here as well. And I quite like them, so I've left them in. Really want to say a massive thank you as well to everyone that got me a coffee last month. The messages that you left me were wonderful. I love reading the messages. So if you buy me a coffee as a thank you for my videos and to support me and my channel, then please leave me a little message because I love reading them. I'm currently saving up for a lathe at the moment so I can do some resin work on a lathe and use it on my other channel as well. Now I want this to be fairly flat on the base here with no beads sticking out. So all I'm using here is my stick and pushing them down. Some of my members have been making some awesome frogs using different things like lentils and things like that. They've come out amazingly and they love sharing them and I love seeing them. If you'd like to become a member out of my group, then the link to join that is below. You're under no obligation by clicking the link, but it will tell you all about what goes on in the group. So there we go. I've got all that. Now all I need to do is make sure I've got some resin in the toes and everywhere. And all I'm using here is a little micro brush to ensure that the resin is going all the way into these toes. Now these toes take a while to cure, so this 4-hour demold is great for this because it cures up much quicker. Now I could put some colour in these toes, but I don't want to. I don't want to detract away from what these beads are going to look like. Now I've got a few beads left over. I'm not going to waste them. I'm going to chuck those, or place them carefully, I should say, into this mould here, a jewellery mould. I'm going to use the round one because I quite like that one. I think that's going to look really nice. In there, spread them out, and then top it up with a bit of resin. I'm just flattening these down so that they aren't all on their ends, because I think that looks nice like that. And now that's had a few minutes, I am going to pop over it with a long neck lighter and get rid of any of the surface bubbles. And as any bubbles come up to the surface, I will do the same. But like I said, I do want to keep the bubbles in there if possible. Put that to one side. For the glass beads, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to put some resin in there to start with. And these are the two I'm going to put roughly where the eye sockets are. I don't know whether that'll work or not, but I like it like that. Now I'm going to give them a good coating of resin in here. And by coating them first, it allows the resin to flow through and over the beads and give a much more even coverage when you're curing it. And now all I'm going to do is pop these in here. These were a great bargain. Get that as flat as possible. And now fill this up with resin. I'm pouring slowly because that gives that time for the resin to sink through and to ensure it covers everywhere. Making sure I've got it in all the toes. Okay, and we'll put that to one side. Now I've got some resin left over here, so I'm going to make some jewellery with these. I have no idea what it's going to look like, but I never waste resin. So I'm going to pop some resin in the bottom of here and then stick the glass beads in it. And then top it up. Some I'm doing face up, some I'm doing face down. And we can have a look and see how they look once they're cured. So I'm going to finish those off and then let them cure up and we can have a look at what they look like. Well, these are all nice and cured now, so I could take them out. And the best thing to do is whenever you're curing something like this, is check the little tootsies to make sure that they're cured, because they're really thin and they're going to take the longest time to cure. But as long as they're cured, then you're all good to go. I'm really looking forward to seeing these. Oh, that has come out really great. Look at that. I love the two-tone and the little silver bits in there as well, but that has come out excellent. I love that. We love that little lizard, I do. I love him. So let's check the toes on the frog. Now, like I said, you could have done the toes in different colours, but I didn't want to. I wanted to do them clear. See how this has come out with these flat glass beads. Didn't have many trap bubbles. I thought it would have more than that, especially in the wooden ones. And it's cured up beautifully. 4-hour demold does cure up amazingly well. That frog has come out awesome. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And all these different patterned ones. And the ones that I put in for the eyes have come out really well. See, it's amazing what you can do and how you can get things looking amazing and beautiful so easy. That, and I can tell those are going to sell without any problems at all. They will fly off the shelves. Now, the jewellery, some of it I backed with glitter because I thought that might be a bit more fun. So there's that one. That you can't really see the glass beads in there till you move it around and get it at a different angle. They have seemed to have disappeared, but I do quite like it. The same for that one. It's because I used the clearer beads. If I'd have used the darker ones like that, they would have shown up a little bit more, but they do look good. Let's have a look at the ones without the backing on. Maybe they're going to show up a little bit more. Yeah, that one has come out beautiful. Look at that. I think against some clothing, you're going to get some great effects with that. Really like that. Let's have a look at the one with the glass beads. I mean, with the wooden beads. Again, that one has come out awesome. Mate, a great keyring, that would as well. That one's really pretty. They're all come out very, very pretty. I'll link these beads in the description, so if you want to try and get hold of some, you can. But check out all jumble sales and things like that. There's always so many fascinating things that you can find there that you perhaps wouldn't think of to use in your resin. I love them. I love how all of them have come out. The frog is just immense. I absolutely adore that, and I'm going to make some more. I'm going to try and get some different colours of these beads and make some more of these. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed doing it. Make sure you check out the video I've got coming up next on how to make these best sellers as well in a different style. Boot the like button, hit the subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.